Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Michaela and I'm so excited to do with you this new pattern. I've had it actually for, well, really to be honest, for 2 years, but this year it became more popular between my clients, so I decided that I'm going to digitalize it and give the pattern, make the pattern for everyone. So I've got a pieces cut here. It's going to be named Emily one piece, right? This is my back piece and this is the lining. This is the front piece bottoms with the lining together. And here I've got the top, right, with the lining, and it has like this little cute, well, let's call it band add-on. Let's call it like that, right? Like this, right? So it will be something like this and they will be all together. So actually this pattern can be done reversible, but since my client requested to have a cheeky coverage, whenever it comes to cheeky coverage, I found out that the best way to keep in place the fabric when it's cheeky is actually better when the stitching is done with practically stitching the elastic on the lining and then folding over technique. This is for me the best way to manage to keep cheeky in place. And as well, when it comes to such tops, which they will overall become bandeau, right, because they will be ruched over here, so it will be like a bandeau top. The same, I've discovered that best is to do this technique so the fabric do not be slipping away all the time. So it will be done non-reversible, but like I said, it can be reversible, and the way of making it reversible actually would be sewing it with the concealed seam. So actually imagine that you're matching the right sides of the fabric together in this case, right, and you will be sewing it through the inside, everything, right. You would be adding elastic here and here. This shall not be added elastic. This should be afterwards created the strap channel, and then you'll be turning it on the right side of the fabric, straight stitch over, do the same this for this part. And actually when it comes to the bottoms, right, I'm just explaining you how you would do it, the non-reversible, but in case of I will have an order of a reversible, I will show you also. So yeah, I wanted to say, like, when I sew reversible, I always stitch my bottoms together from the beginning, and then I turn through the little hole. I would leave a little hole and I turn the front piece on the right side and then introduce it through the hole. I introduce it and then do a straight stitch, like it would be something like this, but through the inside. Difficult a little bit to explain, to be honest, but I will explain you today how to do it actually non-reversible. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually start pinning. So this is my right side and this is my right side as well. So I'm explaining you piece by piece. I will be start pinning, and I start at the top here. So I'll be showing you a few pins, right? So I'm pinning just like this, right? So I'm pinning the upper part, and I'm pinning as well the crotch area. The first I actually, sorry, I'm going to pin the crotch area of my bottoms, right? Because I want to connect the front piece together with the back piece. So I'll be pinning the front and the back together first, and then I'm going to show you this way we will conceal this seam. Okay, like that. And place it on the right side. This will be actually the first step, like this, right side facing together. So I will do practically a straight stitch with my normal sew machine over the two pieces, and then I'm going to sew over the 4 layers. So first things first, I'm going to put this aside because this is right now more important, and I'm going to show you how I do the straight stitch over. Okay. So I prefer always to do first a bust stitch, so it's easier to sew over the 4 layers from the beginning. I mean, if you're able to do it, you can go ahead, but I think you will find it quite difficult with lycra. So I'm doing the first thing. I'm going to do the bust stitching like this. And as you can see, it's on 4, my stitch length. Okay, that's already one, and I will be doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, in order to conceal this seam, right, I'm going to place my lining on top of my lycra, but sandwiching the front piece in between. So there will be like a back piece, a front piece, and another back piece, right? And as you can see, I'm sewing wrong side over the wrong side, and you will understand in a minute why. I've got here my serger. If you don't have a serger, you can just do simply a straight stitch over, or you can do a zigzag stitch. So I technically prefer, of course, my serger because it's a little bit faster. But before I had the serger, let me tell you, I did a lot of bikinis and swimwear with just my normal sew machine. All right. So you will understand now why we did this. So you see, we've concealed the seam, and neither through the inside and neither through the outside the seam is visible, right? So next, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to pin the upper part of my back piece and the leg openings, both for my back piece and the front piece as well, right? Like this. I'm going to pin this, and I'm going to pin as well my upper part, right? This I'm going to pin, and on the other side I'm going to pin these little cutouts pieces. So I'm going to pin just upper part and lower part. So this little curved piece, this is actually the one which comes towards the back, should be somewhere here, right? So this is the reason why it's curved, and this will be placed actually in the center. Being non-reversible, we will be just doing a fold over channel. So I'm pinning this little bit as well. So I will be doing this for the both pieces. So I would do the upper part and the lower part in the same time. And here is my strap, which I will not be showing you how I'm doing a spaghetti strap because I've already made a video on how to do a spaghetti strap. So yeah, I'm just folding it inside. It will be done the next time you'll see it. And this is my upper part. This is like the breast part, let's call it like that. And the same, I will pin the upper part of the top piece. I don't know how I will call it. Yes, like that. I'll pin up and low, up and low. And once I've pinned, I will be doing first a bust stitching with my sew machine, with my normal sew machine. I will explain you why I will actually be doing this with you, because afterwards I'll be doing everything off camera. So I'm doing a bust stitching in order to have it a little bit more easy to secure the two layers of fabric together before I go ahead and serge the elastic to my serger. Sewing lycra can be sometimes tricky because it's a very slippery fabric. As you can see, even with my normal sew machine, it's slightly slippery. So I have to be very careful and going slow at all times so it's not moving away from me. So this is my bust stitching, and what I do always with my bust stitching, if you've seen any of my videos, I make these little cuts in between to allow my fabric to stretch. And like I said, I will be doing this. I just wanted to show you both sides. I'll be doing all these off camera, so the upper part and the lower part on my like top pieces, and the leg openings, the upper part, I will leave just the sides of the swimsuit undone. And of course the reason is because afterwards I will connect them together. So I'll be pinning it and then doing the bust stitching. Everything will be off camera. Once I'm done, I'll come back and I'll explain you the next steps. Okay, so I'm back and I've did everything I've told you I was going to do, actually. And as you can see, I did a bust stitching on the upper side, on the leg openings as well, and on the upper side of my bottoms. And I went ahead and I did the next step I want to show you, which needs to be done. So actually I will be doing a bust stitching also on the sides and on the sides of the bottoms. I will explain you also why. It's practically just to secure the two layers of fabric. And on the I will put it like that over so you can understand. And I went ahead and I did already the I did already the middle piece, right? And I added the elastic on the inside, as you see, both up and down. And then later I will be doing a top stitch over, and then it will be placed. So I wanted to show you the adding of the elastic, and in the same time I did it for the I didn't realize it which side it was, but no worries. These sides are I think the same. So yes, I did also on the upper part. As you can see, I only did the elastic adding on the lower part, yeah, like this, and I already did the bust stitching over, so it's easier to attach it after. So this bit will have a top stitch, and this part up and down will also have a top stitching. And I'm going ahead right now, and I'm going to do with you straight stitch, so a bust stitching to my front piece of my bottom, so the fabric is staying still. And I'm just going to show you how I'm actually adding the elastic. So I will be only doing it on the upper part here, right on the inside of my fabric, so like would be on the lining side. So of course I'm using my my overlocker or my serger, how you want to call it. If you do not have one, you can do this with a zigzag stitch on your normal sew machine. And as you can see, I'm adding the elastic, and I'm pulling it just slightly bit, so I'm creating kind of like a small crease on the fabric. Why I do this? Because when I will be going ahead to top stitch it, I don't want my fabric to wave. Sometimes lycra has this issue. So I'm going to repeat one more time what I'm going to do off camera. So on the back piece, I'm going to do the 2 bust stitches on the each side, and on the little middle piece I'm going to add elastic here and here. I'm going to serge it over here, so it's easier when I'm going to do the so it's easier for me when I'm going to do the strap channel, which will be folding it like this, and top stitch over, or straight stitch over, how you want to call it. And for my upper part, so like would be the top part, I am going to add the elastic only on the lower piece, and this side I'm going to use an overlocker. So once I'm done, it's going to be really fast. I'll come back to show you the next steps. So I'm back, and I did the bust stitching to the sides of my back piece, and as well on the bottoms of the front piece, and the little front pieces as well. And what I'm going to do now, I will be just turning it like that so you can see it. First I'm going to top stitch it. So how I'm going to top stitch it, I'm going to fold the seam towards the inside, and I will be using a cover stitch. But if you don't have a cover stitch, you can do a normal zigzag stitch over, right? So this is the upper part of my front piece bottoms, right? And I will be doing the same thing for the lower part of the top. So I will be just folding it in like this and do a top stitch over. I will repeat the same thing on on the other side, top stitching over, and up and down for my middle pieces. And yes, indeed, I do have a there is a difference between left and right, so I've marked it. I will be marking it on the pattern, don't worry. So I made a little I put a little pin over, so I know that this is my top part of each middle piece. So top stitching over upper part and lower part of my middle pieces, and top stitching it over my lower piece. Attention, it's just the lower piece of my upper part, or the top part, as you want to call it. And then I will explain you why, because we will attach it to the entire other side of the swimsuit, so you will see soon why, and the upper part of the bottoms. So I'm just going to take I take everything. I'm going ahead to show you how I top stitch the upper part of the bottoms, and the rest I will be doing it off camera. So so like this, look how beautiful it looks like. It has plenty of stretch. So yes, now I'm going to do these other little pieces. Once I'm done, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I have all my pieces. I've top stitched everything, and the next part is stitching actually the front piece of the bathing suit together with the back piece of the bathing suit, and I put it in the way it needs. And you see, the reason why I didn't top stitch, I didn't add elastic on the upper part, because I wanted to sew it together, and then I'm going to do all in a circle, right? So I put it like this for you to see how they should be going together, like this. So they are having a little bit of space in between each other. Let's just say that not a lot, about a finger distance, like this, right? And I'm going to take some pins. So of course, first I'm going to start with the bottoms, right, and with the top piece, and we are going to place it like this on top of matching the right side of the fabric together of the main fabric, right, on the lycra fabric, let's call it like this. And I want to start right from the bottom to stitch them together. So first I'm doing just a normal bust stitch, because I just want to make sure that I'm stitching them together. And then I'm going ahead to my serger, like this. All right. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place the this is my other side. I'm going to place the upper part, so the top part, I'm going to place it like this, right up here. And I'll put it over. I should have pinned it, but I feel like there's not such much need. Okay, and the last piece will be our centerpiece, and I'm going to show you just on one side what I'm going to do, and then I will be doing it off camera, and you will be doing it alone, the other side. So this is my upper part, right, of the middle. So I try to really find it like the center, the in between these two, right, about this much. And I'm going ahead and pinning it over here, and I hold it with my finger. Okay. And here it is. We have all the three parts together, right, in the front piece, and I'm going ahead and I'm going to serge it all over. If you don't have a serger, you can use your zigzag stitch on the sew machine, and what is very important, you should trim all these little threads. Okay, so I know that next thing you're going to ask me, but what about the raw edge over here to the side, right? Yes, there is a raw edge, and for this we are going to do a straight stitch over, a top stitch over, right? I'm going to use my cover stitch again, and we will be folding the seam towards the inside. Yeah, so I'm going ahead now to my again to my cover stitch, and look, I'm folding inside the seam and I'll top stitch it over. I place my needle underneath, but since I didn't leave any thread, I need to make like a little tail. So that's a trick actually for you to know, in case you have a cover stitch and you didn't leave any thread to pull from. You use another fabric, and then you use the continuation with your good fabric. I use this trick quite a lot sometimes because I forget and I trim the little thread. So yes, the idea of it is to trim to top stitch the raw, so like we would call it, right, the raw edge or the seamed edge. And I go quite slow because I want to feel that the seam is underneath. Okay, now I'll detach the two pieces. So one side is done. I'll be doing the other side, and afterwards I'm going to apply the elastic to other sides which we didn't apply the elastic. So I'll be doing it off camera. Practically what I've done, what I've showed you right now, placing the top, stitching the top and the centerpiece over like this. Look how beautiful that's looking. So once I'm done, I'll come back and I'll show you the next steps. So I'm back one more time and I did the other side. So both sides are already done. So the front piece is connected already with the back piece. And next what I'm going to do, actually together with you, I'm going to apply the elastic all over the practically front piece and the back piece, the upper part, right? And I already did one side. I'll be doing the other side off camera. The leg opening, so exactly the same. I will be doing it on the other side. I just wanted to show you. And which after also off camera I will be top stitching the leg openings and as well the upper part of my swimsuit. It's almost ready. I'm so excited. I know it's going to look really amazing. So yes, I'm applying the elastic. By the way, I'm using rubber elastic of 6 millimeters. So the same, I'm slightly pulling the elastic, really just slightly, it's not too much. You see the fabric is slightly creasing, but only a little bit because I don't want my top to wave. And this is done. Now I'm going ahead to do my other leg opening, and afterwards I'm going to do the top stitching. Everything will be done off camera. Once I'm done, I will be back to show you the next step. Okay, so I'm back, and this is the last step which we need to be doing for the swimsuit. I've already done one side, so I folded inside to create the strap channel on both sides, so the upper part and the middle part as well. And now I'm going to show you how I've done it. So I'm going ahead to my straight stitching sew machine, and I will be doing it. So this is facing the wrong side, obviously facing me, so very easy. I am just going to fold it like that towards the inside, and I fold it about a centimeter, right? So about this much you need to be folding, and just be doing a straight stitch over. Okay, this was my my center part, and I'll be doing the same thing for the upper part of the top. So the same, I am taking the upper part like this, and I fold it inside about a centimeter, and I place it under my foot like this. as you can see, I'm guiding with my thumb, my showing finger, my second finger, I don't know how you call it. I'm guiding that the lining doesn't get like in between, right? Okay, so our nice beautiful swimsuit is almost done. The only thing I'm going to do now with you, I am going to pass the strap through the strap channel. So you have to weigh, actually for my model, I realized that I've got the middle part, right? The bottom part, but actually you don't necessarily need to do it. To pass through the channels, I always use my loop turner. It's so useful. So I just practically slide it through, and then I take the strap channel and I pull it over. And on this time, because when I did the photo shooting with my model, I haven't crossed it. I don't know why. So of course it looks beautiful. It's not an issue. It's not a problem. But yeah, it was really impossible there at the beach to remove the straps. But I've learned my lesson. So I will be crossing it. So I do the left, right, and then again left, right, down till up. So this swimsuit, actually I've made it for my client. She's actually size XL. And like I said, she wanted a cheeky version. I will be making for you a thong version and perhaps a full coverage version. So yeah, there will be plenty of different coverages. And I actually just wanted to show you. So the upper part, as you can see, it's going to be ruched like this, right? So it like can have the breast inside beautifully. So yeah, that's the idea, to ruche the upper part, of course. This swimsuit's so beautiful. I'm so happy. It turned out amazing. And yes, I'm happy that as well I had a little bit of time to record how I'm doing it. So yes, if you have any questions, please feel free to write me. And if not, I wish you happy sewing.